Have you ever wondered why cybersecurity engineers treat an oil refinery completely differently from a bank? By the end of this video, you will understand the CIA Triad and why the most critical pillar changes when you step from a corporate office into a process control room. CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. These three principles define every cybersecurity decision in both IT and OT systems. Confidentiality means only authorized people can read the data. Integrity means data and systems have not been changed without authorization. Availability means systems are operational when needed. In IT environments, a bank, a hospital, an office, confidentiality is the top priority. In OT environments, a refinery, a power plant, a water treatment facility, the priority order is different, and understanding that difference is critical for any OT cybersecurity role. In OT systems, confidentiality protects sensitive operational information, PLC ladder logic programs, DCS set points and configurations, network architecture and IP addresses, and process calibration data. If an attacker accesses this information, they have a detailed map of your facility, every safety interlock, every process limit. A confidentiality breach does not stop the process immediately, but it gives an attacker the knowledge to plan a more damaging strike. Integrity means control system data and programs are accurate and unmodified. Stuxnet is the defining example. It changed speed commands sent to centrifuge drives while the SCADA continued showing normal values. Operators saw green on every screen. The machines were destroying themselves. No alarms. No indication of a problem. An integrity attack is invisible until the physical consequence appears, and by then, damage has already occurred. Availability means control systems remain operational when needed. In OT, this is the highest priority pillar. A DCS that goes offline does not just create inconvenience. It forces emergency shutdown or manual operation. A pressure transmitter that stops reporting triggers safety alarms and process holds. At an oil refinery, unplanned downtime costs millions per hour and creates real safety risk for workers and the surrounding community. This is the most important lesson. In IT security, the priority is confidentiality first, integrity second, availability third. A data breach is the worst outcome. In OT security, the order inverts. Availability first, the process must run safely. Integrity second, corrupted data creates physical consequences. Confidentiality third, a config leak does not stop the plant the way a shutdown does. This inversion drives every OT security architecture decision. Quick check before we continue. You are a cybersecurity engineer at a crude oil refinery. An attacker accessed an engineering workstation and downloaded all PLC logic programs and set points. Nothing was changed, only copied. Which CIA pillar was violated? Think about it. The answer is confidentiality. Availability was maintained, the control system kept running. Integrity was maintained, nothing was modified. But the attacker now has a blueprint of your facility. Operation Night Dragon, documented between 2009 and 2011, targeted major oil and gas companies. Attackers moved from corporate networks into operational systems and extracted sensitive data, bid documents, financial projections, and detailed SCADA configurations. Control systems kept running. No physical damage occurred. But adversaries had gained years of exploration data and operational blueprints, a confidentiality breach with major strategic consequences. Imagine this scenario. The DCS shows a process pressure reading of 8.2 bar, well within the 12 bar trip set point. The operator trend looks normal. But an attacker has altered the value being transmitted from the analog input card to the controller. The actual pressure is 14.7 bar. The safety system receives 8.2 bar and takes no action. The transmitter is physically fine. The data path is the attack. This is an integrity violation with physical consequences. In May 2021, ransomware hit Colonial Pipeline's IT systems. The OT team could not verify whether the OT control network had been compromised. Unable to confirm safety, they shut down pipeline operations voluntarily. 6 days offline. Fuel shortages across the U.S. East Coast. No OT system was proven compromised, but trust between IT and OT had been broken and availability was lost. To protect all 3 pillars, for confidentiality, restrict engineering workstation access, and encrypt config file storage. For integrity, use data diodes for historian connections, enable change detection on PLC programs, and verify loop measurements against physical expectations. For availability, install redundant controllers and network paths, document manual fallback procedures, and drill backup and restore regularly, so the recovery path is proven before an incident occurs. The CIA Triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability. In OT security, availability protects production and safety. Integrity protects process data from silent manipulation. Confidentiality protects operational knowledge from adversaries. In IT, confidentiality leads. In OT, availability leads. Every security control in a plant, network segmentation, DMZ, access control, change detection, protects at least one of these 3 pillars. Know the triad. Know the priority order.